Excuse me. Merry Christmas, everybody. This is John.
This is Dirty.
And it's time to Japan harder. Alright, so we're going to do the optional dungeon. As soon as we figure out doors. And then we're going to go back to the museum and finish that up. Because all I've got to do there is fight the T-Rex.
Yeah.
And then I think there's an Eve fight after that that goes into day 6.
I have to say I forgot how often you fought Eve in this.
Saw the World Trade Centers in this game. I'm offended now.
It would be funny if that had to do with, like, why this game doesn't show up as often as it used to. I mean, they've edited that out of, like, old Spider-Man games and stuff, haven't they?
It did get it did get removed out of the first Spider-Man game. There was a 9/11 memorial in Spider-Man 2, and it was why the first Spider-Man movie was delayed release in theaters.
They have to go through and, like, digitally remove it?
Yep, they had to digitally remove it, and they had to chop out an entire scene that featured the Twin Towers.
Is he, like, hanging up, like, in the middle of them or something?
So in the trailer, like the trailer that, like, announced the movie or whatever, there's a scene where bank robbers go in and they rob the bank, and then they get in a helicopter and they get away, and the police can't chase them, and then all of a sudden they hit a web between the Twin Towers.
Okay.
And that was the problematic scene that had to be removed.
Good.
Ooh. Oh. Damn. Damn, I was really hoping I was going to be in between those.
You do have enough PE now that you could use the heal 3 on a regular basis, though.
And boy, do I need to. Man. I did not need all of that ammo, but I will take it.
But, yeah. You know, knowing what I know now about the way encounters work in this, it does mean that there's probably some parts of the game where, like, that I used to consider not worth going back to save or heal from. Probably would be more so if you're not guaranteed battles after a certain point.
Well, grinding becomes really slow, and I guess that was a way to encourage you to move on, because they probably knew there was people like me out there that would sit in a spot for literally 10 fucking hours.
Yeah.
Be rough. Oh. Man, I can eat physical attacks all day. Maybe I should just be running up on him. Oh, they're gonna miss. Oof! That's right, run right into my range.
To heal anyway. I guess you can do that after battle, though.
Make it. Yeah, heck yeah. I will say the armor that I picked up in here helped out a lot in the museum.
Ah, yeah.
And in the,
like Chinatown and
Chinatown,
Sears?
yeah, the Chinatown. Okay. Or rocket launcher, so...
Wait, look over to the right first. You said, like, go that way. It almost looked like you could walk off the screen over that way. Probably not. Okay, just making sure that wasn't one.
Nah, good call, good call. Alright. Phone there.
Nope.
Fence 2, nice. Might as well go ahead and use that. Because we're just making the G3 here just unfucking stoppable. I will say it's been a worthwhile investment this whole game to just juice one gun.
Ah.
So that way, when something else comes along with just undeniably better base stats...
Yeah.
Oh no! This will not be fun.
This is a bogus fight. And part of the reason it's bogus is it's between you and the boss. Which it is one, though. This is an example of what I was talking about if you fought this battle enough times, you could get it down to such a low chance that they'll ambush you here that you could get from the save point across here without fighting them, probably. I just hadn't really known that's how it worked. I'm not saying to do that.
I don't think I'm gonna need to do that. So they did wear me down, but I don't think they wore me down to, like, I could just use... I don't know why it's not done this already. Must have sorted it that way on accident. That sounds like something I would do. Yeah. I'll probably be fine. It'll probably be fine. Although what I should do, I should have gone back and saved so that I had the lower encounter chance.
Ah.
Oh well. God, what is that at now? 68.
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed that the tranquilizer isn't as effective as I was hoping it would be.
Ah.
So whenever I have to move these over to like something else, I'm probably not going to worry about losing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
really hope there's a shortcut after the boss. Well, it's clear what I'm about to do here. Alright.
You could use Cure 1 or 2.
And the boss.
He has a bubble attack you want to dodge.
Oh, God. Oh!
I'll put your defense down, right?
Oof.
What you might want to throw out is a I guess he puts it on so often. I just say you might want to get rid of the defense down. You can with whatchamacallit, that one ability. I guess
Medic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about that, but like just the spray on that, man. It's just
Yeah.
like fuck.
Hey, there you go.
That at least makes one of his sides safer to be on.
Yeah. Also, the key to dodging the bubbles, if I remember correctly, is being close to him. Yeah.
Shit. Nah, we can't risk that, son. Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hey, there you go.
AT4. That has special munitions.
Yeah. No, remember I was saying rockets?
Yeah.
I
I wonder where I can farm rockets at.
don't know. Like, what's that thing over there?
I don't know, but
Oh, but you got hurt by the steam, didn't you?
yeah. Okay.
I bet you could turn it off somewhere.
Where?
Oh no. I mean, for all I know, it works on a pattern where sometimes it's not going for as long.
Yeah, fuck you.
For some reason I thought there were more rockets in here. Maybe you find somewhere else in the game, but like...
Well,
Like, how many rockets do you have? Do you just have the one in it and one other? Rocket crate, 9. Okay, so you got 9 rockets whenever you got those rockets. What's the damage on it?
let me get back to the top and I'll let you know.
Okay. If you notice, I'm not saying there aren't slow parts like this, but as dangerous as this place is, it was really short.
And now I've got to work my way back through it and hope I don't trigger all those encounters again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The encounters weren't that bad. But, my God. My God.
Yep. Even better range, even better damage.
It has no bonuses on it.
Yep.
Special occasions for sure. Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
Ooh. No.
Just in case anybody on Twitch wants to talk to us. Gotta have it up.
Yeah.
I'll say this. If I decide to play Resident Evil or Parasite Eve 2, sorry, on the stream, I'm gonna have to think of a different title because I've kind of already blown the potential sequel title. Wow. I'm shocked that I didn't trigger any of those.
Some of these would be your third encounter if you did them. You did make it a good ways into this place before you were like, screw this place.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, these would be down to like the 20 or 10% ones, but the one on like the walkway there, that would have been,
like 50% or whatever?
45. It looks like.
Okay. I remember when I originally came here, I thought this was just one of the places you had to come to next story-wise. I was like, really? It's gotten this much more difficult?
Also, I'd like to point out that it was clearly day when I was at the warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't dropping anything off. Fuck it. And I wanted to sort though.
Ooh, you also want to reload your gun. It's down to 0 bullets.
Ah, good catch, good catch. Oh, I have to do them. Okay, game.
I know what you mean about, like, How did I ever have a level in this where I had no ammo, especially this far into the game?
Yeah. Run into creatures that drop 60 bullets on you, you're like, yo, I only used 5 to kill you. Alright, we're gonna resave here.
You know, I've kind of gotten to a point in my life, and one of my big philosophical questions is what more gets in the way of me playing a game? Trying to play a perfect game, or just trying to, I guess, not worrying about that at all? Kind of the two extremes of that. Not that there's nothing in between, but like, you know, it's like, kind of how much should I worry about trying to get everything? Does it even matter, like, as far as getting to the end of the game, stuff like that? Or how much do I suffer for not trying to get everything when I don't? You know what I mean? Like, a game I didn't realize it made as big of a difference in as it does to have your ultimate weapons is Final Fantasy VII. Like, I've gone and done the end of that game, and it's doable without your ultimate weapons. It's just, some of the fights are a lot slower.
The first time I beat Final Fantasy VII, only a handful of characters had their level 4 limit breaks. Yuffie did. I believe Vincent did. And, I think Sid?
Ah.
But I want to say everybody else I didn't get them.
Wow. Is the way to that one guy's office opened up? That little, like, gate up to his office or whatever?
Yeah, well, that's how I came down here, so... But I have to go kill the T-Rex.
I remember there being a scene where you confront him in here.
Yeah.
Is that after the T-Rex scene?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I may have to go upstairs.
You have to, like, make that dangerous hop back down, or... Oh.
Christmas tree. But I need to get down there.
Ah. Is that just one of those guys, or is that a less intense version of one of those guys?
It's a less intense version. Well, you would never know it. The other one was way bigger.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just that small of a room. Damn.
It's me or in this, do enemies either crowd you or try to stay the hell away?
Yeah. That is the most annoying poison in the whole game.
Oh, the snake.
Yeah. And finally. And ah, these guys. Awesome. Wow, he just missed me. Man. Okay, but where am I supposed to get the key? There is a lot of fucking museum to cover here.
Yeah. I don't even know to begin to tell you where you haven't been.
Yeah. I kinda wish I had like an AoE option. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wish I had more AoE options, because I have like the shotgun, but where's a spell that hits an area? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have to say I forgot there were so few offensive spells in this game.
Full recover.
All hit point and remove status. Yeah. A
Damn.
lot of bonus points.
Damn! There's no slowing me down now. No. No! I had to catch myself there, like, no. Where's the fucking zoo exhibit, damn it? Still not as fast as I'd like it to be. Should have dumped all 8 points into it.
I honestly don't remember what's max level in this game. If it's something like 40 or 50, or if it's like 100. You know what I mean?
It's not gonna be much higher than 30. I'm out of spells.
Ah.
Okay, game. Be that way.
Chris, you know, I was just thinking about how you found a key in that warehouse that she only needed on, as far as I could tell, one door, and she did not throw that away.
Yeah.
What is with the hospital? It'd be funny if that was a system they either meant to implement or like decided not to implement, but just never got taken out of one section of the game.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, so the Scorpions have a chance of dropping PE1 and range 2.
Ooh.
Look at the door open and save your game. Telephone. Hidden chest. Examine the alarm machine.
You already turned off the alarm machine though, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I do have to go to the research lab first. And that's on the second floor. I think I'm on the first floor right now. I think. You know what would be super helpful in this game? A map.
Is there like, can you go up these stairs here when you get out to the lobby, or did you never open that up?
I did open that up.
Okay.
The most annoying fight in the game.
I know in some games you can, like do something like scan and see what something's name is, and in some games, like, you know, the original Metroid, it literally told you every single enemy's name in the manual.
Yeah.
But sometimes with games, when I read a walkthrough and they're using a bunch of official names for creatures that the game does not tell you,
Yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna have to be a little more descriptive than that, bro. You know, like, just not how it works. So I know sometimes there's like a companion art book that tells you what everything's name is or whatever, but I didn't buy that. It's something you need for story purposes later in the game.
Yeah. Medicine 3, you're out. I mean, if he has the signed release forms, yes.
I mean, it sounds like people volunteered for his experiments and everything. This isn't Hojo we're talking about.
Yeah. No, all of this, I understand that all of this is extremely evil, but
Kind of
it also,
above board.
I was gonna say this all sounds on the up and up.
Yeah.
Damn, just got right up in the camera's face with that. I like their shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah. I do like how I in any situation just like, get out.
I mean, okay, so at this point, his experiments have clearly led to the loss of tremendous amounts of life.
Yeah.
So that he is absolutely going to be on the hook for.
Oh yeah, yeah, certainly.
But they're sitting there being like, you can't do all this monstrous research. It's like, I have the release forms.
Yeah.
I even have the canceled checks where I paid these people.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think the only thing he did illegal in all of this was buying those forms that got the other doctor fired.
yeah, no, that would have, but all of that wouldn't have led to criminal penalties.
Yeah, yeah.
Pan Harder seems like a more appropriate title as this game goes on.
Just wait until you give birth.
Although I will say this, a valid reason to arrest him right now is he ignored an evacuation order.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I still don't understand why they didn't put him in handcuffs the first time over that.
I mean, yeah, yeah. There's also the whole trying to like, you know, stab a police officer.
Yeah, no, that's attempted murder like a motherfucker. And that's a special flavor of fuck you when you try to do it to a cop. Poison, you are right out. Wait. Nothing else here, right? I don't want to walk out of this room. Did they like jump out a window or something?
Yeah, there's the windows over
Okay,
here.
okay.
Yeah.
These dimensions are very odd.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting because hearing the music of these games, despite how different they are, like, you know, like let's say this game, a Final Fantasy game, like the Mana series, the Kingdom Hearts series, you can tell the same group of people make the music for these games because there's definitely some through lines. Like some of the music in this part, I've heard bits and pieces of it in these other games. You know what I mean?
They have producers and directors in common.
Ah, yeah.
Fucking Nomura. I say that I don't know how much input Nomura had on this game, although
Well, it's been in a few more games than you might think, going farther back than you might think.
yeah, well, I mean, one of his first real director chair roles for Final Fantasy was 7. Well, he did a lot of the art direction. I think Sakaguchi was still the director.
But I want to say, and I might be wrong, in one of the recent, like, old Super Nintendo ones I was playing, I saw his name in those credits. I'm not saying he was like a producer, but you know.
No. He was art department for a long time. Shoot it already. Fuck.
I think those guys are supposed to be armadillos.
I was thinking pill bugs.
Ah, yeah, you know, probably.
That's just where I'm at, where I'm turning Teal 2s away.
Yeah.
There's something about the Final Fantasy games I never really get my head around. Cure and heal.
Yeah.
This fight has clearly gone down to the 10% mark, so that was just the game saying, no.
I actually think it has to do with Cure Light Wounds.
Probably.
Because I do remember, like, when I originally came, I don't remember, one of the early Final Fantasy games where heal was Isuna and Cure was healing hit points. I remember questioning it. But I mean, you know, you go far enough back in Dungeons and Dragons and it uses, like, Cure for a lot of stuff, like Cure Poison.
Yeah.
But I think it's because they reserved heal for the super high-end spell that heals you all the way. Which, that kind of... It's funny because doing stuff like that actually can be counterintuitive sometimes. Because of how often players never get to that point. You know, it's kind of like how... Like, let's say there's some, like, spell called Minor Heal, and that's the heal that they see through like 90% of the game. Minor Heal is just what people are going to think of when they think of healing.
All that just so that I could shortcut to this room? Oh, and...
You need down the floor or up the floor?
No, I'm on the floor that I need to be on. But there's just...
Or is it more that one of the doors was basically superfluous?
Yeah, I didn't need to go through it. It was just like, why is this here?
Yeah, I do often question things like that when there's some like door that blocks you away for a long time and it turns out it kind of just wasn't. And it's like, why was this ever locked?
well, here's the next 10 hours of the stream, you trying to fucking walk around this goddamn thing. I just want to point out real quick. An exhibit hall that has a T-Rex in it would not be amazed to get to in a museum.
Yeah.
In fact, I dare say that the layout of this building doesn't make sense.
When usually big exhibition pieces like that they're like, we are going to have this around forever, kind of in the lobby.
Yeah. I made the Sue joke. Sue, for the longest time, was in the main lobby, or was in the main hallway of the Institute of Science up in Chicago. And they've moved Sue upstairs to her own private exhibit thing.
Okay.
Because they've got like a new dinosaur on display up there, which the new dinosaur is not even the actual dinosaur.
Like, as in, it's not the bones, it's a replica?
Yeah, it's plaster molds of the thing.
What's the new dinosaur?
I don't know.
Okay.
I went and I saw it when they put it up. It was cool to look at. Because you can like walk underneath it. Like they have the feet up on pedestals, and you can just kind of like walk around the pedestals. It's really neat.
Believe it or not, as many museums as I've been to, natural history wasn't something I was brought to as a kid.
Was it maybe contrary to things that you were being told as a child?
Yes, yes, it very much was. I was told that was a wicked place. And, you know, I'm not saying I have no interest in such things as an adult, but I'm also not generally aching to go to museums, so... Maybe I need to check that stuff out more now. But I feel like I'm a little old for it.
Yeah.
Not so much as that I wouldn't appreciate it all, but it's not going to have the impact on me it's supposed to. You know. I mean, something I've realized is I kind of have the problem of I've seen so much of the world through video. How much of it do I really need to see in person?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I understand the difference between seeing something in person and not, but like, I don't know. Because like, okay, let's say the Colosseum, right?
Yeah.
I would genuinely think it would be neat to go and mess around in that building, but think of everything it would take to get over there, to see it, to walk around, come back, and then like, I think I've seen everything I need to see about it. I don't know, like... I mean, it's kind of like I'd be interested to see the catacombs, too. You know, I mean, I think that we are getting to the point where people are like, what, that's thing from Diablo? And it's like, no, that was a real thing. That's why it was in Diablo. You know, huge underground burial sites. Just tons of skeletons.
Damn. I should probably be using haste more. But I've been just relying on having all of this energy to, you know, stay alive.
Yeah. So wait, where's that upstairs space? I'm not saying you have to go there or anything, but like...
That just goes up to the 3rd floor, because I'm on the 2nd floor now, I think.
Well, I'd only be curious, but because... Would it be somewhere else that was, like, sectioned off?
I'm pretty sure I've been up there already.
Ah, okay. Did you come down to this room from up there and it's like locked?
Yep.
Okay, so it's just more of the weird shenanigans they have going on with it.
Yeah, this key really doesn't unlock anything that I haven't already been to, and that's really goddamn frustrating. We'll take medicine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already been in this room. Yeah, because I had to.
Oh, maybe that's not what you need to do this time, then. So this is the room that had the little chest on the side?
No, that was the floor above.
Ah, okay. Oh, but this is where you fell down, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where I got into the security office. Jesus fucking Christ, how do I get down?
Yeah, I guess you're just back in here again.
Yeah. I don't need to see shit for this. Yeah.
What's that door?
This is the security office, but there may be something here I missed.
Is there a door to the left there? Yeah, that's... locker or something.
There was a thing about a hidden elevator in here. I will be back.
Alright.
Okay, sorry. I had to take care of something and then grab a drink. Yeah, we'll save progress. Why not?
Like, what's that purple thing on the wall? Does it have to do something with that elevator? Like, over there on the right, you see how, like...
There's a chest there. Wow,
What's that ability on it? Is that random, or is that...
that's random.
Okay. That's 7 shots. That's a lot of shots. And with sometimes plus 50%, that would be like...
8. It would sometimes get off 8, but let me...
Oh, for some reason I thought it was... Why it's 1.5, I thought it meant more like... But yeah, I guess I could see that being just sometimes 8, yeah.
Well, actually, let's look at what it actually said. Start making assertions. Random rate of fire 1.5. So that might actually be however many extra shots. But now the base on it is 53. Damn, that is really fucking high. I'm not prepared to drop my rifle over it yet, though. I would like to find another rifle with, that doesn't have to have as high as range, but at least higher attack. Oh, good goddamn. Good shit. There has to be something I'm missing here. Alright, what am I missing?
I mean, you may want to try to look up to see if you can find like a map of it on GameFAQs or something.
Well, that's like where I went, and I'm getting a text walkthrough because that's fucking helpful. To people that make walkthroughs and guides, visual aids are infinitely helpful.
Makes me think of the like old like Monster Rancher guides I'd find with ASCII art. It's like, this helps so much.
Okay. There's an event I did not do in the security office.
No.
There we go.
We used to do that earlier?
Yep. And I know... Is there an elevator? Is the quicker elevator this way? Might be. It was not this way. Okay.
At least you mostly run a lot of these encounters, Try.
Thank you for that. I'm about to level again, so I can't be too mad about it. That is one of the gentler encounters in that room.
Yeah. You know, something I've thought about before is you know the idea that if there was an ancient civilization of people at our intelligence that was far enough back, it would be so far long ago that there'd be no evidence anymore of it. Basically, that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I do wonder sometimes how much stuff like paleontology and archaeology and stuff like that kind of remove history, if that makes any sense, because we physically dig it all up so it's not there anymore to find later. And like, you know, let's say that our civilizations got destroyed in some way where all our museums were destroyed. How much is just gone because of that?
Well, we also operate under the presumption that we aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I know.
So,
I mean, and so far...
It's never viewed that way.
Yeah. I mean, so far that has been proven true enough that, you know, it's hard to practically argue with it.
But what I will say is that about 15, maybe 20 years ago, we started doing the Warhammer bit with our own technology.
Trying to rediscover ancient technology and stuff?
There was a warhead. There was a missile or a rocket or something that was created post-World War II.
Okay.
The inventor, the creator of it, has died.
Okay.
And all of his notes are gone.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how it works anymore.
Ah.
And I'm sure somebody could break it apart and figure it the fuck out. But in Warhammer 40k, they pray to technology and hope that that's what makes it work.
Ah, yeah.
And that's what we are doing with this missile now.
Oh, we're still using it?
I don't believe that we are currently using it, but it is a piece of technology that if we wanted to use it, that's what we'd have to do with it.
Okay. I mean, I know something that gets in the way of innovation in Warhammer is that ancient relics are so sacred that you can't reverse engineer them by taking them apart.
Okay, so I think I found the room.
I mean, it's kind of like Greek concrete or Roman concrete or whatever. Some of the ancient roads that are still standing, and how there'll be a handful of grad students trying to figure that shit out, right?
They did.
Ah, was it the lime solution really what it was? Was it the small balls of lime that melt in the rain and then fill in the cracks?
So I'm not sure what it was that they'd worked out, but it is my understanding that a graduate project did figure out Roman concrete.
Okay. But you know why that doesn't matter, and or why big companies weren't working on it?
Because it didn't keep people employed.
There you go. It's not what we're interested in our society right now. We don't need things that are eternal. We need things that are not temporary enough that not only do they have to be rebuilt, but that we can get rid of them and put something else there.
Oh, I figured I was done discovering powers. Alright.
I want to say that is a transformation power. Kind of like Terra. I might be remembering it wrong, but
we're gonna find out the next time I'm in combat. So I think I found the room. How the fuck do I get in the room?
Oh, I thought you meant whatever you were at downstairs.
No, I've still not.
Okay.
The game has still locked
right
its secrets.
below here? Like, because she's in that big tall room, right? She's hanging off a wall. The one you jumped down. Like,
no.
Wait, go under the stairs.
No,
See
hold
the
on.
elevator?
So she's on the 4th floor. This is the entirety of the 4th floor.
Okay, but go downstairs first.
So this is the room that she's in.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't get in there because it won't let me interact with the door because goo.
Yeah.
So I think I still have to beat the T-Rex before I can get in there, which is on the 1st floor. But I can't get into the room where the T-Rex is because there is no connecting room.
What's that? Is there, like, that elevator? Can you walk that way past it? Okay.
And this is the room that I jumped out of to go down a floor.
Well, maybe you need to go back out there and be like, "Ee, what you doing?" Yeah. I need to heal.
I'm gonna say she needs to not be locked down in place so fucking hard. Okay, so here's where we're at. I have to go back to the police station.
Okay.
Because I've got to get rid of all of this junk that I've accumulated, and I don't just mean the actual item junk. I mean, like, everything that I've accumulated in here. Because it's starting to prevent me from picking up items that I will actually need.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember it being so complicated to get to the T-Rex.
I don't either. This is the part that's kind of like driving me nuts.
I almost feel like when I originally fought it, I was trying to go to a different room. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, it's in here.
Okay, and here's another thing that gets me about this walkthrough is that it labels rooms with numbers. Or with letters. Like it's giving me a map to reference all of this with. And it's not. It's just like, what the fuck is going on here, game? Exit the lab. Go through the door to the west. Go through the door to the west. Keep the pterodactyl and armadillos. Defeat the scorpion. Go to the staircase. Go south a bit. Okay. Well, I still have to leave, and then I gotta come back. Man.
I just forgot you could carry quite so much in your crate. Oh, I meant your ammo crate.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking it would hit max at like 300, then I thought it would hit it at 400, but it seems like it's going for 600.
Okay. Oh.
That's a lot of tools.
And I'm going to use them all, I'm sure, but for right now, there's nothing I have that I want to move my bonuses to.
Yeah.
So, um, I'll keep the clamp key on me just in case. That's a little better.
Yeah.
Could get rid of the full cure too, but you never know. Okay, so I have directions from the research lab where I need to go apparently. Yeah, dungeons should have maps. That's my, I think so far that's like my single gripe about this game. Which anybody that watched this channel long enough knows I got plenty of gripes about plenty of games. Well, and an AoE option. I don't feel like there's enough AoE options.
Yeah.
But that's yeah, no. That's not a deal breaker.
This is one of those games where it feels like the enemies are working with a totally different toolbox than you are.
Yeah. Well, that's, you know, that's kind of fine.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm not saying it's inherently a problem, it's just, you know, one of the way games are.
Okay. Exit the lab. Go through the door to the west.
There's the lab.
So it should be west.
Yes, it's the door, right?
Okay.
And once you go west some more, right?
Then go to the door to the west.
Just to get how often in video games slime is used to block doors. Can you, like, break that thing and get back there? I didn't notice it before, but there's totally a little, like, area back over there.
Shit, I didn't know this was gonna be the quest. Okay. Huh.
Wait, you have to go answer all those correctly?
No. Through it. Go to the staircase. Damn it. So, you know, when you were pointing me to go to the staircase earlier, I should have shut the fuck up and listened.
Ah.
But I didn't think, you know, going up was the answer when clearly I needed to go down.
Like, I'll wait for you to get over there.
Damn.
You know, it's funny when an off-the-wall franchise goes off the wall, because I was thinking about how, like, Dino Crisis, right?
Yeah.
First two games are pretty crazy, but it's all somewhat grounded. Have you ever seen the third game?
Dinosaurs in space.
Dinosaurs with powers like this in space. And a lot of them don't have their skin. And it's like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hate on the game necessarily, just more like, that's an odd choice for this franchise.
Choices were made.
Yeah.
So that was supposed to be on the PS2 and the Xbox.
Ah.
Uh,
Was it only on the Xbox, the PS2?
it was only on the Xbox.
Is there any particular reason for that?
Capcom was like, ooh, we are not spending money on that.
Ah. Good call.
Capcom was very aware of what they were not going to spend money on.
Ah. You know, it's funny how people are like, why'd they put it at this instead of the game I want? To test to see if you actually want that fucking game, asshole. Buy it. You know, I'm not, like, trying to be anti-consumer, but it's more like, sometimes you have to play the fucking game.
Again, Capcom has been doing the litmus test on people lately.
Yeah.
You want Darkstalkers, right?
I mean...
You know what you gotta buy.
Well, I was gonna say, the only reason, I think Resident Evil came back was because of that kind of thing. You know, I know people are appalled that it turns out Nintendo's a business, but you know, businessmen are trying to do business.
Again, I have never begrudged a company because it knows how to make a dollar. I have begrudged companies because they're starting to make too many dollars. Or they act like they're about to go out of fucking business if they don't report record profits every quarter.
It's like I disappeared, but whatever.
You know how you just finished a boss battle? Here's another.
Yep. Some chests.
I'm gonna need that. But that's not where he was earlier.
Maybe he's been stuck in the halls chasing you while you've been running around in circles.
That makes sense. That actually tracks.
Guy's like 80% tail.
Oh good, there's only one target.
Interesting. That wave seemed aimed as opposed to just sweeping the whole room.
I think it was and it wasn't. Yeah.
So aside from Magic Bullet, if Aya was a Final Fantasy character around this time period and her, like in 7 or 8, her unique abilities were limit breaks, which do you think you would give to her as limit breaks?
Probably the magic bullet. Probably whatever Liberate does. I don't know. Worth it. Oh my god, I should have just started the fight with this shit.
Sure, you'll be stunned for a little while afterwards with no PE.
Worth it. Run away, run away. Run away!
Because I was just thinking about how in Final Fantasy games, don't dinosaurs tend to count as dragons?
Yeah! Easy fight was easy.
In 8,000.
God.
I have to say, after all that looking, it was a little anticlimactic. It was a cool use of the power, don't get me wrong. You killed him really fast.
Get right. Enter 2 commands.
Oh, interesting. Like, what kind of... Oh, it's a handgun, okay. She's been doing something in here. I guess that's the leftover of when it consumed the Rex.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait, those are 2 different doors?
Apparently.
You gotta go now.
Guessing I gotta go to the 4th floor now.
I guess just back through that room with the Triceratops, but without him knocking you away this time. It is funny how often, like, you have to enter that room the story way.
Yes. I do have to go back through that way. That is... Well, there's an item on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
I may be able to just go there directly with the elevator to see.
Do you think there's any problem of, like, let's say that instead of this makeup, they actually use the real floor plan from the Natural History Museum of New York? Do you think there's any reason not to do stuff like that? To not use real-life locations in video games?
Not really. I mean, okay, well, I'll say that they don't make interesting dungeon layouts.
Ah.
That would be the reason why.
Do you think this is ultimately a more fulfilling dungeon with this windy setup as opposed to a realistic one? I know some games try to take a normal dungeon like Fallout or Silent Hill and then have all this weird obscuring stuff like collapsed rooms or slime where you can't walk this way, but
Yeah, no, it's. No, go that way. I need to go. Cool. I mean, yeah, okay. You know, I need the experience to do this.
now you're getting all the encounters.
Man, am I rolling super low. Well, whatever. I need this anyway.
The way these guys move, maybe I'm just thinking of this game, but I feel like there was some other game where enemies moved kind of in that hoppy way, you know what I mean? Like, can you think of any other game that has that going on?
I've not played Dino Crisis, but I can believe something like that.
Might be what I'm thinking of. So I remember when I saw it yesterday, I was like, maybe it's just making me think of this, but what is that making me think of?
Yeah.
Of course, there were time periods in my life when I was trying but not completing a lot of games, and this was one of them back in the day. Because when I originally rented this, I did not make it to the end.
I remember I played through this once, beat it, and then I went back and played it again with a Game Shark. I just stopped dog shit out of this game afterwards, because not that it frustrated me, but it was very lethargic to go through it again with Game Shark cheats on.
I mean, everyone likes playing Doom with God mode on every now and then.
I've been seeing some really stupid runs of Doom lately.
People
trying to get through the game without picking up health items. Like, fuck.
See, these are the people who are like, Doom 2 needs to be as hard as it can because Doom 1 was too easy.
Damn.
You know, one reason I think there is something good about games not being as ball-bustingly hard as they used to be is it's going to soften up the attitude eventually of games have to be ball-bustingly hard to be worthwhile. Not everything has to be an ninja game to be able to be worth beating, you know? Like...
Yeah. I don't disagree. Man. I don't mind these encounters, but like, I was just shocked that I got it twice in a row.
Yeah. You know, and I know dinosaurs have always been popular and whatnot, but you remember the other day I was talking about cultural touchstones as well has influenced media even if we don't realize it?
Yeah.
Think of how much Jurassic Park has put dinosaurs, especially various sauropods of a smaller type like raptors and stuff, into like stuff like I have a feeling that's part of the reason it's in this. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe this is older than that, but I don't feel like it is.
No, this came out 5 years after Jurassic Park.
Okay. So then, yeah, that almost certainly has to do with why those are the most common dinosaurs you run into in here. Yeah. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just one of those things that's easy to overlook sometimes. I don't usually think Jurassic Park is why, you know?
Oh, for sure. Okay.
I really like giving you these pterodactyl battles. Wait. What were we covering? Oh, okay. I didn't know that's what you were doing. I guess you just so often hit him with the bullet. The hell, they don't usually try to physically attack you.
I have to be like right underneath them for that. I didn't think I needed to go this way, but I guess I do. I'm just jackholing around, just wasting time.
You know, sometimes when you go through a game as efficiently as you can, you don't realize certain game mechanics. Like, there are a lot of games, like horror games, that it feels like every time you walk through these halls there's new enemies, but then it turns out that's because you keep activating story bits that he's there, you know what I mean? Like... I mean, there's sometimes games like some of the Resident Evils and stuff, but there's some encounters I don't want to say avoid, but consider avoid by not doing them until the last minute so that I don't have to do it like 3 times. Well, seems to be going up in here. Oh, there was another locked door. Is this the only one you've actually needed it for so far?
Yeah, because I need to get back into this room for some reason.
Alright, well keep walking through it. Let's see what's on the other side of it.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I want to see what the direction from here is, because I can't just fucking walk up to the goddamn door. Oh! Wow, okay. So, I was recommended to be level 32 to do the T-Rex fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I was already level 33.
Mm-hmm.
And I was supposed to get the Liberate Power after that fight.
Oh. That's what this maze gets for being so confusing.
Yeah. Go through the door to the south. Okay. And then... Earthquake? Apparently this is where John Tinta shows up.
Hmm?
Once if you guys get that reference.
You know, I remember this scene. For some reason, I thought it happened before the other one. Where they actually fought the reconstituted one or whatever. Where are you even in relation to the door you came through?
Nowhere near it. Don't go up the staircase. Go through the broken. Go through the broken glass. Cool.
Oh, another double action one. You know, the Triceratops, the seven you up before the T-Rex fight kind of makes me think of the spiders to soften you up before the Cave of the E boss fight.
I'm getting a lot of experience on these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Oh, she's got her goo all over the stairs.
Just wait till the water breaks. Yeesh.
Of all the things that we've said here today, I'm pretty sure afterbirth jokes are what's going to get us canceled.
No.
Okay, so that was the way to go. Okay, okay. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't a thing there.
Yeah.
She sure is.
I know there have been other Final Fantasy characters since then that have had this look, but is it me or does she have the Emperor of Palamacia look going on?
Yeah. So there were two cutscenes there, broken up with the in-engine
Yeah.
models for reasons.
Years. This thing always loses a bit of mass everywhere it goes.
Yeah. She. Uh.
You know, known for their psychedelic effects.
Yeah. Back in the Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
Yes, Seiya, your sister's Tetsuo.
I have been having resisting the urge to make Tetsuo and Akira jokes this whole time. Just takes one, kids. It just takes one.
This is the best anti-organ donor program ad I've ever seen in my life.
Yep. He's like, that's just cauterizing heat.
They mean the kidney was stolen?
There you go.
Well, there you go.
I
Okay, no,
is
hold up. In the aftermath of all of this,
Mm-hmm.
the drug company that makes that immunosuppressant drug
Uh-huh.
is now going to have to put in a legal disclaimer, may cause a cure
Yeah.
after organ transplant.
Yeah. Some Akira-related side effects may occur. But what I was laughing at there is how, you notice how usually in this kind of talk, whenever it's an item that, like a potion, or an arm gun, or something, it'll be in quote. I like how they use the same designation in parentheses for uterus. Because she needed a uterus.
Unlike the one that she had because she was a woman.
Yeah.
Oh my god. May cause a cure related to this. You have to make that a shirt. Immunosuppressants may cause a cure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Back at Vomit HQ.
That's how military men run.
But strong long-range energy capabilities, but okay.
I was gonna say, at this point in U.S. military history, we had the ability to launch missiles from outside the city that would have hit Central Park.
Ah, yeah. Do you think in a situation like this where it's so biological in nature that they would have started with, like something like bombs or something like poison?
Okay, well, we can't use poison as a weapon.
Ah.
There's international law that prevents us from doing
Even
that.
like, so if Godzilla showed up, you couldn't do what they did in the original movie and poison him to death?
Well, I guess unprecedented times call for unprecedented measures, but
Well, no, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm just...
engagement as written.
Yeah, I guess...
We're allowed to shoot them, but we're not allowed to poison them.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it'd be more like napalm. I guess napalm's illegal, but something along those lines.
No, they would have long-range missile bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like that would have just... They wouldn't have dropped bombs. There would have been a submarine off the coast of Manhattan that launched a missile at it. It wouldn't have been nuclear.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that. Well, you know, it is funny, because if you go back to pre-World War II, we would just got it with the big guns from ships.
Yeah, no, I mean, we still have artillery cannons that could have reached Central Park from, out in the Atlantic.
Yeah. We got the helicopters. It's not that helicopter. There you go. There was one that seemed to survive the original stuff, but...
I'm a citizen. That's who I am.
Yeah. I always think it's funny when people try to pull that kind of stuff on citizens. It's like, hey, I'm not part of the chain of command, man.
That's not how it works, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not how it worked in '98.
Yeah.
I like that the military just showed up and was like, "We have a plan."
Uh,
Um, what now? I'd like to point out that the back of the box does call this the cinematic cartridge.
yeah, yeah. This is kind of testing the waters with how far you could push that. Which I told you at one point, one of my brothers went through one of the Symphonia series, I think it was, or Tales series. That's it. It was one of the Tales series games.
Yeah.
And he went through it twice. And New Game Plus was harder. But on New Game Plus, he skipped all of the cinema scenes, and it was like more than half the game.
My first playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 4 felt forever. And my second playthrough felt like I was done in 20 minutes.
Is it the same kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking about the first time I played Snake Eater, I didn't know better and really tried to kill Ocelot, and it's like, do it again without killing him. I'm like, okay.
Hey. Not saying that the military doesn't send people on suicide missions. They don't send them on missions that are designed to be suicide missions.
That sacrificing the unit doesn't always mean we intend to die.
Yeah. That wasn't part of the plan. That's just how it worked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, for someone who hates humans so much, she keeps recreating the human form a lot, doesn't she?
She does. Maya's plan from day one. Maya will rest peacefully when the rest of the human race is gone.
Yeah.
Tear.
Yeah. No, they really like that imagery in this.
Man, I
It's
hope that's
Ghostbusters
insured.
2 all over again.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. What was it? Vigo?
Uh,
Vigo the Carpathian or whatever it was. Um, his mucus, you couldn't see through it.
yeah.
It's not over yet. Miss, I don't know how to fly a helicopter, suddenly knows how to fly a helicopter.
Yeah. Got big hands coming out everywhere now. I want to say because this is essentially a point of no return. Could save in the second slot.
Yeah. My man, he was mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. And they had to justify them being rude to him, I guess. That's where I gotta use dude's gun, isn't it?
I don't think quite yet. Maybe. Maybe this is, but I feel like there's a... Like, you know how in the end of the original Resident Evil you have to run away from before you can fight the, tyrant?
Nah.
I want to say this is... Maybe this is where you gotta use it. Maybe I'm thinking of a later part of the game. But I want to say this is the final Eve fight. I could be wrong.
Okay. It's such a really... Okay. Okay.
I mean, there's polar bears, but okay.
I was gonna say, before, like... No. No, humans do have a lot of natural enemies out there.
You mean like, well, I mentioned polar bears, but there's also like warthogs and baboons and
No.
elephants.
Now, we are above them all on the food chain. But it's a funny thing, if a snake bites you and you're in the middle of fucking nowhere and that snake's poisonous, you're fucking dead. It doesn't
Oh.
matter where you are on the food chain.
I just meant we beat them at this point.
Yeah.
But for a long time, that wasn't true. We used to compete with these kinds of things for food.
Yeah.
I mean, I think ants would consider themselves our enemies, but I might be wrong. Yeah, some kinds of ants. Some are just like, no, let me live in peace. Like, I see how you treat other ants.
I got weird for a second. I don't know if there's any research anywhere that would suggest that mitochondria are like intelligent. So this is where I feel like what's being said will not be on the test.
She says the vehicle's no longer needed, but isn't everything she's doing about having vehicles?
Well, they need the perfect host and the perfect organism and the perfect the ultimate being. Is Jim Hellwig going to come out here and do a gorilla press and then shake the ropes?
I don't think this is when you need to use it, but I could be wrong. I think you need it against the perfect life form, right? Or did he say to use it against a need?
Well, that's not shaken out, so no, I don't use it on Eve. So oh, I'm fucking dead. Oh wait, no, I have a revive. And I'm back.
Of course, you know what a problem is with everything that Eve is talking about, right? Is that other mitochondria seem to disagree with her. Why was there a revolution? Why do Eve's mitochondria disagree? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why did the original host die?
You know something I think that would also lend a little more credit to stories like this
What's that?
is if there was some like better explanation for like I guess like okay, let's say the form Eve is taking right now. It's like what makes that better than the human form? I'm not saying it's not, but I'd like a better explanation or a form that looks like it makes a little more sense. It doesn't have so many superfluous limbs. You know, like ooh, you've at least brought her to a new phase. Shit.
Get away from me. Get away from me. I don't know you. That's my purse. Damn. Dead. Oh my god, I'm not dead.
You know, I hadn't really thought about it, but when did Eve get her legs back? Didn't she have, like, a tail for legs?
This fight. This is when she got them back.
Because before she looked more like anime chick version of those like big demon guys from Final Fantasy VIII. Like, you remember the boss at the tower at the beginning of the game on that field ship, right?
No. I've tried to block as much of Final Fantasy as I can.
Okay.
God damn it.
Why did it hurt you so much less?
Oh god, I'm confused. Yes. Rocket to the face. So you know what it didn't tell me in that fight?
Huh?
Eve has 3 targets.
Oh. Like, was one of them like the big belly and then
Top, the bottom, and then the...
stuff hanging down below?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just had a rocket launcher pointed at you a second ago, but now it's a pistol.
Remind me to say something after we're done doing this.
Okay. Oh god, I am fucked.
I forgot about this. She put slow on you and everything. Oh, suddenly you're like, PE jumped up real hard.
I can't move.
Dad died for poison. Damn.
I could not move. I couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take a break for now.
Okay.
And then when we come back, it's just gonna be the last fight. Whatever goes into the last fight. Because I know this isn't the last fight, but yeah. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back in a little bit.